Hi everyone, I'm back with a new Navy wife vlog as promised. I know I didn't get it to you as soon as you thought you'd probably be getting it, but it's here. I wanted to wait till I got some more information so this video wouldn't be like 1 minute long. So yeah, that was the reason for my delay. And I'm sorry for how my hair is looking. I took out my Marley twist early yesterday and never did anything with my hair. So today I'll be washing it and twisting it up to take it down for tomorrow, which is my baby shower. So um, I had a late start today, which is pretty much like any other day lately. I haven't been able to get to sleep early, just mind wandering and thinking about all the things that I have to do um, once we get to our new duty station and um, the baby, and just, you know, mentally preparing for everything that needs to be done. So I've been going to bed, excuse me, I've been going to bed quite late and waking up late. So, um, woke up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, ate some cereal, and put some banana in it. And now I'm gonna start actually doing some things after I record this. Um, let's see. We did get itinerary for me and Quentin, which is my son, to fly out on August 17th, which happens to be my birthday. Actually, I requested August 17th, so it wasn't a coincidence. Um, according to my husband, he's supposed to wait till 3 days out. So 3 days from the 17th, which would be like the 14th, to reroute the tickets. Because right now the itinerary says from San Diego to Hawaii. Well, we're not in San Diego. We're in Houston. So he has to get the tickets rerouted to show from Houston to Hawaii. And right now we don't know how much that's going to cost. I'm hoping it's no more than $400 for the both of us, you know, total to get those tickets rerouted. I don't know if we're going to have a layover or if it's going to be, you know, if we're going to be able to get a straight shot. I know, let's see, I remember United used to have a flight going straight to Hawaii, but I don't know if they still do because it's considered, for some airlines, Hawaii is considered an overseas destination, like an out of country destination, even though it's one of the states of the United States. You know, it's part of the United States, but some airlines consider it um, out of country or overseas kind of thing. So um, we'll play that by ear. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know. Um, we are supposed to arrive there on the 17th. My husband was supposed to arrive before us, but because of unforeseen issues and situations, um, they haven't left yet. So they're most likely going to arrive after me and Quentin get there. Um, I don't know when. I don't know the date. I don't know any dates. And if even if I did, I wouldn't share it with you guys because it's like security kind of thing. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of like, you know, things happen the way they're supposed to happen. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna trip about it. I'm not scared. Like, oh my God, you have to be there before me. I'm not gonna be able to do anything by myself. I'll figure it out. Um, you know, if I gotta take a cab to the hotel, the nearest hotel, or whatever I gotta do, I'll do it. Um, so, but he's still worried because, you know, I'm pregnant and then I have a 6 year old and by myself. So, you know, it's a reasonable concern as a loving husband. So I think that'll be okay. The other issue is with TLA. Like TLA, I think it's temporary lodging allowance, and then DLA. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what that acronym breaks down to. Um, those are two things that we can be issued. The DLA is basically like a lump sum of money that the Navy gives you when you're moving. And I think is when you're moving overseas or a station that's considered overseas. I'm not sure if that's just you get it wherever you go, but um, yeah. So we he already put in for that, um, but I don't think he put in the request in enough time for it to be on our next check, which I figured I wasn't even banking on it. I figured it was going to be the check after the next before we would even get that. So I wasn't worried about that. But that should help us as far as um, not moving expenses or, getting furniture, things like that, kind of helping us get situated there. And the TLA is basically a temporary lodging allowance. It's basically an allowance that um, used to, for whatever, a temporary living allowance. That may be what it is, not lodging. My bad. Um, Rental cars, food, things like that. But what I hear is, or what my husband heard is that sometimes that could take weeks before it actually kicks in. So you'll be paying out of pocket for everything before that, before you'll even see the TLA. So um, but I play that by ear as well. Everything with the military, you kind of have to play by ear because you never know when something's going to change up, and something's not going to happen the way you thought it was going to happen or the way they said it was going to happen. It ends up being something completely different. So you kind of have to keep an open mind when dealing with the military because it could some one thing to be said one way and the next thing you know it happens a completely different way. So that's something you have to be prepared for. Let's see. Talk about the DLA, the TLA. Oh, where we're trying to move. At first, and I guess I wasn't really thinking this through when we were thinking about it. We were gonna try to find a place to live off base, somewhere cheap, somewhere close to base, and not necessarily military housing, um, so we could save. But then, if you think about it, you have to pay the rent, and then you have to pay the light bill, the water bill, the gas bill, the trash bill. So there's utilities that you actually have to come out of pocket for as well. So you may not come out ahead. So we started looking at military housing, not necessarily on base, but close to base, and we have an idea of where we'll probably end up staying because this one particular place is giving a discounted rate. Well, there's actually two different places that are giving discounted rates. One of them is excuse me. One of them is like 26 minutes away from base driving, and I don't really want to do that because that's too far from base, and I'd rather save on gas and go with the one that's really close. Um, Basically, right now they're offering um 2013 BAH rate. So, you'll be getting paid 2014 BAH rate, but you'll only be paying them 2013 rate. So you'll be able to pocket some money, depending on your rank. You may be able to pocket $400, $500, which would help us a lot because um, my husband's just an E2. Well, he'll be an E3 in September, so we'll get a pay raise from that. Plus, we'll get cost of living, so that's another good thing. So we should be okay as far as financially with that extra income coming in. Um, we should be okay. I would assume. Um, but that's another reason why I don't go to bed early because I'm just thinking about all of that stuff and like, okay, how are we gonna be? Because I lived in Hawaii when I was in the Air Force for 3 years, so I know how expensive it can be living there. And I was single. I didn't have a kid. I didn't, all of that, at the time, and it was still quite pricey. But I didn't really pay attention um, because I didn't have any bills. I didn't have any expenses too much, like my car note and car insurance and cell phone bill. That was it, you know. So I really didn't. I mismanaged money a lot when I was living there. So um, yeah, that's been a concern, but I think we'll be fine. Um, let's see. What else do I have to share with you guys about Navy? I think that's about it. Yeah, I think I've gone over everything that I wanted to go over. If you guys have any other information or advice, if any of you guys have lived in Hawaii recently, if you have any tips or advice you would like to give me to kind of help me out, please leave them in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate it. I have lived there, but my experience was back in 2003, 2002 to 2005, I think. 2000, yeah, 2002 to 2005, something like that. So my experience was a long time ago, and I was single, not married, no kids, no nothing. So it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot different because there's other things I have to worry about now. Me, you know, having a family. So yeah, any advice you guys can leave for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. You know, I accept it all. And I will be doing another pregnancy vlog pretty soon. Um, yeah, I may do one tomorrow. I'm not sure. I try not to give you guys. I'm trying not to give you guys like dates or 3 days from now I'm gonna post this because things happen or I forget. Pregnancy brain kicks in and I forget. And I'm like, oh crap, I was supposed to upload a video. So I don't want to promise you guys dates and time frames and it doesn't happen. So I'll be getting the pregnancy vlog up pretty soon for you, or as soon as possible for you. Uh, I do have quite a few updates I'd like to give you. But other than that, I think that's it for now. I hope this was somewhat informative for anyone that's thinking about joining the Navy, with being a Navy wife or a Navy husband. Because they're not all stay-at-home wives. There's some stay-at-home dads and husbands. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and you learned something from it. And so I hope you guys have a happy Friday. Today is August 8th, 2014, and I will see you guys later. Bye.